What is going on, beautiful people out there? How's it going? This is Chris coming through with a quick um just discussion podcast discussion around surrounding Kelly Price. I don't see your comments yet, but let's go ahead and get into it. Can you do a reading on Kelly Price because she says she's missing? Please, thank you for your time. What's going on, NL? How you doing? What's up, beautiful Mystique? All right. Oh, let me make sure I'm not missing Chelsea. What's up, Chelsea Griffin? How you doing? All right. We have Miss Kimmy. How you doing? What's going on, Miss Jackie Foley? All right. I think there's an update on Kelly Price being home. Yes. I pulled cards on her earlier today, maybe about a couple of hours ago. She had the Four of Wands. That is actually the card of resting, recuperation. Actually, it was the Four of Swords. I'm sorry. She had the card of resting and recuperation in her energy. If you know what the Four of Wands was, it was the Four of Wands in an upright position, and of course, that's talking about rest. That talks about a retreat. That talks about getting the proper rest. So I didn't see where she was hurt or harmed or anything. So I did pull it earlier. So I'm glad that she's doing okay. Let me see what you got. She's been reported home now. I just wish she would get on social media, at least her own voice. She doesn't have to turn the camera on, just to let people know that she's okay. I know a lot of people have been super worried and concerned. But this is this is why we can't just like run with stories because she's home. Just like they were saying that Johnny Blaze was missing and she was just took a break and went to a hotel to get some rest. So this is why we can't just run with stories. I know it's scary because the guy Jelani was missing and he actually came up missing. But I feel like in Jelani's situation, Jelani, unfortunately, there's something that I feel intuitively Jelani was involved with, and I feel like Jelani was living another alternative lifestyle. That's a whole nother day. That's a whole nother topic. But I feel like Jelani's situation is a little bit different because I feel like Jelani, there's some gray area when it comes to Jelani. I know even in Kelly's cards, getting back to Kelly, in Kelly's cards, um, I felt like she is, when people go through COVID, believe it or not, people don't understand it can cause, and for anybody that's had COVID, COVID could cause you to be disoriented. COVID could cause you to be fatigued. COVID has some lasting effects, and depending on your health situation, COVID has some effects on people. It affects everybody differently, right? So in her energy, fatigued, needing additional rest, we don't know what her real health situation is, where, she said she was struggling with COVID before she went in. And sometimes people just need a break. People just need a break. Again, COVID can make a person feel disoriented, extremely tired. Some people get anxiety with COVID. Some people really get anxiety with COVID. And so it is very, very stressful having COVID, especially if you have underlying health conditions and you're already stressed out. She does have in her cards, by the way, a lot of emotional stress. So on top of, COVID, there's some emotional stress there, right? So it's very, if you're already going through emotional stress and then you go through emotional stress, then at that point, COVID does all it does is just kind of, elevate it to another state. But yeah, I did her cards like maybe a couple of hours ago, and I saw her resting. I didn't see where she was harmed. I didn't see she was harmed. Let's see if she's gonna come out and at least address it. Um, Spirit, give me the energy around Kelly Price. Will she at least come out and address the situation? Give me the energy around Kelly Price. Will she come out And she does have the world card in her energy. As you know, the world card is talking about she will come out and she will share the story with people so that they can know that she's okay. This is what it talks about. So I feel like she will come through, and I definitely feel like she'll be saying stuff like COVID is serious, COVID is no joke, guys. I think she'll be saying all of that because she's going to be talking about the lessons she's learned through this experience, right? So it definitely shows that she's gonna kind of like have some discussions around it. So I don't think she's gonna leave people high and dry. I definitely feel like she's gonna speak on it. But yeah, it definitely feels. I didn't feel she was harmed. I never felt she was harmed. If you go back to my reading on, I think we were I think we were on a this live stream, and somebody asked me about Kelly Price, if you remember, and I said she was fine. She was resting. Do you remember that? I actually said that on a live stream because I think Corey asked me, and I asked, and he asked me, how is Kelly Price? She's missing, and I said she's resting. I don't remember what live stream it was. I'm going to try to go back and find it. But we were on a live stream, and somebody in the comment section on this avatar feature, this StreamYard, and somebody asked me, if she was missing and was she okay? And I said she's resting. But she has in her energy that it feels like she'll be okay. Um, but again, COVID, people listen, COVID is real. And on top of other stuff that, people feeling mental stress, COVID is real. I do want to speak about the boyfriend a little bit. The one that they said was acting weird, and the one that they said wouldn't let people in the house or something like that. I don't like his energy. He has the energy of an opportunist. So I definitely feel she needs to be careful with him. He has opportunistic energy. She definitely needs to be careful with him. I'm just saying, because he kept coming up with the Seven of Swords in his energy, and he was coming up with some musician energy. Yeah, Johnny Blaze was found. She made a whole YouTube video about she wanted to break, she needed to break. She went to a hotel. That she did not fake she did not fake her disappearance. That she's fine. She's just on social media making some looks like she was in a studio. But yeah, so I feel like she was never missing. I feel like she was just taking a break. Yeah, Johnny Blaze was never missing. Yeah, she's never missed. She was never missing. But yeah, back to Kelly Price. Yeah, this is why we can't just run. Like, I just feel like the blogs just run with the story, but it's kind of sad. It's really sad. What did you say here? Let me see what you said. Does somebody wrote, hi Blue, does Sunny whose son has COVID, or was it a setup so she wouldn't be able to ask Kamala Harris hard questions on The View? Give me the energy around Sunny hosting from The View. Does she actually have COVID spirit? And we're not going to start a big session up, but I just wanted, this is about Kelly Price, but let me ask that question. Queen of Pentacles. She has the World card in her energy. And it does show something about an issue, guys. She does have an issue. But I definitely feel, yeah, that she does have an issue in terms of, yeah, she definitely has an issue. She has an issue with Kamala, huh? I mean, I definitely feel like it's almost like divine intervention, because she would have been asking some real hard questions to Kamala, but it definitely shows that she had COVID. It definitely shows negative effects in terms of health. She has the Sun card for health. Hold on. She has the Sun card for health. Sunny from The View. So I don't believe she's just making it up. And I'm gonna be honest, she don't seem like the type of person that she's gonna make something up. She seems like she a boss chick. Whatever it is, whatever she said, she said. She doesn't seem like somebody that's like, I don't understand what's the big conspiracy around people saying they have COVID. People get COVID every single day. I don't understand the conspiracy theory behind people getting COVID. That is so weird to me that people make getting COVID a conspiracy. That is so weird to me, but it is what it is, child. It is what it is. The Sun card is talking about, the Sun card in an upright position talks about good health, right? It talks about healthy condition, vitality. But in a negative position, of course, it talks about a person having health being an issue. So she does have the Sun card for health, and that was in a negative in a reverse position. Sunny also has in her issue the Hierophant in reverse. The Hierophant in an upright position would show good health condition, right? But she's got it in the reverse position, and so that talks about it is that her health was affected by COVID. Okay, so let me just say this: people need to stop making people having COVID this huge conspiracy theory. It irritates my soul. You guys know my mother died of COVID. It irritates my soul when people make people having COVID this huge conspiracy theory. The only people that are lying about having COVID are people that don't want to do their job or go to work. Other than that, no one should be walking around here lying about COVID. And COVID shouldn't be this huge conspiracy theory that my 12-year-old daughter had COVID, my mother died of COVID, my daughter's father had COVID. People get COVID. So I wish people would stop making COVID this huge issue. All right. Kelly Price had people in her family die of COVID. Yes. And that's scary. I'm telling you, COVID can make you get anxiety. I remember when my mom had COVID before she passed, she was completely disoriented. She would get disoriented. She had shortness of breath. It was terrible. So I'm just saying, people need to, yeah, I like that, Sheena. People need to knock it off. Stop making COVID a conspiracy theory. This lady, Sunny, she doesn't seem like somebody that's just sitting here just making up things just because, you know. That's just stop it. Like it's ridiculous. Eric, I promise you that I'll be losing subscribers that day if they with all that foolishness. Yeah, thank you, Jackie. A bunch of foolishness. COVID is real. COVID is not a conspiracy theory. COVID kills, and COVID killed my mom. So they need to stop it. But I definitely feel like she would have been asking her some real hard questions. But back to Kelly Price. It definitely shows rest. It shows recuperation. It definitely shows that she'll recuperate from the situation. So I don't, I just, how did it get to the police station and all that? That's what we need to be asking. Who the hell went all the way to the police station? I mean, like, that's what we need to be asking. Like, what the hell? Thank you, Chelsea. You made energy around. How did this get all the way to the police station as a missing persons report? Like, golly. High priestess energy. It's almost like people not communicating, but they're not communicating either. I know TMZ reported it, but somebody else had to go to the police station, the police department, and make a statement before TMZ got it. Her kids reported it. Okay, it feels like communication is not there. So what's the relationship with her kids? That her kids have Two of Pentacles energy. Two of Pentacles talks about they got the wrong message or they're not communicating. The Two of Pentacles is in reverse is about the communication is not there. And then they also have the Fool card in reverse. And that Fool card talks about the kids. That's a block energy. Not the black energy. The Fool card is not inconsiderate of communication. Thank you for the super chat. So what I'm saying is that she should have been I don't know how old are her kids that she's not communicating with them, because it shows a lack of communication. They've talked to her now. It shows Ace of Cups energy. So it feels like they have talked to her and they know that she's doing well. She does have Nine of Swords. As soon as this started going out, they all connected with her. The boyfriend probably didn't update her family, so they made a report. Yeah, her boyfriend was blocking communication with the family. Oh, okay, gotcha. Because I'm like, well, how the hell, child, if you got your boyfriend blocking communication with your family, you need to get rid of him. Get rid of him immediately. Like they say in New Orleans, immediately. What the hell? Yeah, because it shows a lack of communication is there. But it feels like she reached out to him, so they know that she's well. They've actually heard from her. Because that talks about an upsurge of emotion. People were completely upset. So it shows an upsurge of emotions, and then immediately contact was made in the energy. Girl, get rid of that man. He up there blocking you and your kids from communicating, blocking you from communicating. That's ridiculous. We got to do better. We got to do better as women. But yeah, it shows some blockages. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I said, I pulled his cards earlier too. I don't like his energy. He have Seven of Swords energy, that shady energy. He has Musician energy, that shady energy in reverse. There's some just shady energy. He's got opportunistic energy. So yeah, you're not gonna block me and my kids. You're gonna be getting out. So yeah. But other than that, she feels like she's fine. And yeah, somebody wrote COVID affects people differently. I like you pulling cards. Yes. Yeah. Listen, I'll be pulling cards. A situation as soon as possible. As soon as possible. He needs to go. Yes. I don't care for men like that. That's controlling. Well, the bottom line is she needs to be careful of who she's dealing with. We need to get Mr. Biggs in here for her man. Yeah, kick him out the door. Yeah, kick him out. But I hope y'all feel better now that y'all know that she's safe and she does feel like she's gonna at least address it. And it could be through just a statement from somebody formal, and then at a later date her addressing it. But she could all very well come on. She could very well come on and just make a statement because, like I said, she is a world card, so that talks about she's gonna definitely make sure that she kind of help keep people in the loop. That's terrible though. I don't play with your health, and he's causing her stress. Well, she looks like oh good, her attorney did already. See, somebody just said her attorney, the attorney just did. What site did you see that on? They don't play about your health. He's causing her stress. She looks like she's resting. She had the Four of Swords. That's in a positive position. That talks about she's at rest. So she's resting. She's truly resting. All right. TMZ. So TMZ reported that the lawyer confirmed that she's fine. Hold on. Let me look it up. Thank you for the update. Let me check it out. Yeah. All right. Oh, so Jasmine Brown, singers Kelly Price attorney says she's not missing, recovering from COVID in an undisclosed location. Cool. Additional details surfaced concerning her. All right. And then her lawyer's name is Monica Ewing, says she's continued to recover from COVID. That's wonderful news. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second. All right, so good. I'm back. So that's wonderful news. Let me look on TMZ because I just saw it somewhere else. All right, guys. So listen, I'm exhausted, but if we ever have a day where we have something like this, I'll just come straight to StreamYard. We'll just pull it just like this. Get down to the nitty gritty, child. Because I was literally like pulling cards already and just trying to see what was going on with your girl. I never felt she was in harm. I never felt she was in harm's way. Almost felt like I saw her like leaving the hospital, getting in the passenger seat, being driven somewhere, and I never felt like she was missing or in harm's way. Her first card when I pulled it was the Four of Swords, and that is her resting. That is literally restoration, hermit energy, right? But it also talks about abandonment, which means she just left everything, right? That also talks about she just left everything. That talks about her retreating. So that was literally the first card that came out. But I'm super happy that she's fine. Yeah, COVID makes you loopy. Yeah, my daughter had COVID in the first couple of days, and she's 12. The first couple of days, I was like, oh my God, I was so worried. Like, I'm gonna tell you, the first 2 days was very, very extremely stressful for me when my daughter had COVID. Because I was like, child, this, I can't have a repeat of this. Like, I can't have a repeat of this. Maybe she's hiding away from her boyfriend. I don't know about that. He felt very much so in the loop. The energy is a boyfriend in the loop. He felt very much so in the loop. He was very much so in the loop. He's very much so in the loop. He knows everything that's been going on. He has Eight of Wands energy, and that talks about he knows the decisions. Has a great understanding. He knows exactly where she is. I don't feel like he is no, nah. All right. COVID increased my anxiety and messed up my short-term memory. Wow, Sheena, that's wild, huh? Wow. Marcus, they said she's safe. I just somebody just said they reported on TMZ through the lawyer that she is safe. So that's great news. That's great news. So she's safe, y'all. And she feels like, she'll come down the road a little later. Give me the energy around later down the road. Will she come out and talk about it? Ace of Pentacles is in the energy. Yep. She's going to talk about how she went through it, how it was bad. How if like almost like a person saying, I didn't have a sense of smell, I didn't have an appetite. I was in bad shape. She does have the Five of Cups as well, and the Five of Cups talks about just um, again in a dark period. She has the Two of Wands in her energy as well, and even with everybody on the internet going cuckoo about it, she's like, just say what, just let them know I'm good. She has the Two of Wands that talks about, just let them know I'm safe, and then it looks like eventually she's gonna come out. She's weak though. She has a Strength card in reverse, and it talks about her condition. Yeah, her condition is weak. That's weak energy. That's somebody that feels weak. And the Five of Pentacles is also in her energy. Oh, no, I'm sorry. The Wheel of Fortune is also in her energy as well. And that talks about this has set her back in terms of stuff that she had planned. It talks about, unexpected. It was unexpected. Of course, COVID is unexpected, misfortunate energy. And it just, created a lot of delays for her. But yeah, it feels like she'll definitely come out. Let's see. Another coworker has to learn how to walk again. Wow, that is wild. That's why I'm still staying at home, so it can permanently change your life. Yeah, she needs some B12 to help her gain her strength. I was giving my daughter B. I was giving my daughter zinc. I was doing also, what was that I was giving her? She was doing zinc. She was doing some vitamin C. I was giving my daughter all kind of stuff. I was giving my daughter all kind of stuff. Plenty of water. I made her get up every day. My ex-coworker took the experimental drug in the hospital when she had COVID. It caused her blurred vision. Oh my God. Wow. You can hear how bad she sounded when she announced that she had COVID. It immediately flashed back to me having it. Let me ask a question, and you could just like, how many people have had, y'all have how many people, give a one for people that you know, if anybody you know or yourself. So I'm gonna make it like this: a one for the people that have either know somebody with COVID or had COVID, and a two if you just never experienced it yet. I would love to take a survey on that. A one for if you've had it or you know someone that's had it, and a two for not ever having it or knowing anyone with it. Put it in the comment section, and I'll start it off first. I'll put mine in the comment section. Any twos out there? Wow, Marcia, you never met anyone or experienced it. Ken has never met anyone or experienced it. So why did you do a JD M21? Why did you do a one and a two? Because that means you never one and two. So if they got one and two for two people, okay, gotcha. I see what you're trying to say. All right. So most of us know someone, and most of us have been touched. One, but just recently became a one. Okay, gotcha. You see how many people know somebody with COVID, but we still running around without masks on. We're still running around without social distancing. We're still running around being some people still, not all, but some people are still running around being irresponsible. All those ones in the comment section, that speaks volumes. That speaks volumes. All those people in the comment section with a one. That means you either know somebody or you had it. Yeah, we're talking about COVID. So Cassandra Reed is saying, okay, hey, Blue Nola, are we talking about COVID? My husband had it for 3 weeks and it was horrible, but I slept in the bed. Oh, you did? You slept with him? And the nurse with him, and he never caught it. Girl, you brave, child. I would have been on a sofa. I would have been in the other bedroom. Child, you real brave. He would have gotten a good little air hug, and I would have been on my little way. You good. Ooh, you good, child. I know a few people that caught it early on before the vaccine. Some made full recovery while others permanently disabled. Wow. That's crazy. I haven't never heard of it, had it, and family members had it. So far, no one passed from it, and my husband's family had one person. Wow. I know someone who passed away from COVID. Yeah. Give me a 1 for people that know somebody that passed away from COVID, and a 2 for people that don't know anyone that passed away from COVID. Give me a 1 for passed away from COVID and a 2 for never passed away for COVID. So you got number 1 for knowing someone would have passed a COVID, and 2 for never don't know anyone that's passed from COVID. Give me a, let's see, what's the survey? Again, 1 for passing away from COVID, 2 for never knowing anyone that passed away from COVID. So we have a lot of 1s and some 2s. 2 1s. Okay. All right. 2 for, okay. Ken, you've been doing pretty swell. I was a 2 for a long time. I was a 2 all last year when COVID first started ramping up. I was a 2, and then all of a sudden it was double whammy, triple whammy. Mama, daughter, her dad. Oh no, more than that. Some other relatives, 4 other people. But I know 1 person personally that has passed from COVID. Yeah, that's sad, huh? That's a lot of 1s, Shannon. You're right. There's a lot of 1s here. A lot of 1s. I believe it came out in 2019 and got worse in 2020. Absolutely. I felt like COVID was here in February. I felt like it was here in December. I remember we had Mardi Gras, and that's how New Orleans got so bad with COVID, because we went through Mardi Gras not knowing we went through Mardi Gras with the city not focused on, not even, COVID wasn't even a part of us right at that time, and I believe that's how we ended up. New Orleans ended up being in the red. My caregiver passed, did to my cousin, and my cousin passed. Wow, that's wild. Is this the real Kelly? Oh, Jesus. Here we go. My husband's coworker passed last Saturday. Wow, sad. Majority of my friends were nurses, and all our families had COVID. Nurse Mathis, I know y'all get it hard in that hospital. Nurse Mathis, I mean, how is it really? I mean, are the beds still full? Tell us, Nurse Mathis. It did come out in 2019 and started in October. Okay. Blue, I'm worried if it hits me and my family, it'll be bad. Well, hopefully not. Hopefully you guys are, taking good care of yourself. I know for me personally, I've been watching my diet, trying to eat healthier, drinking a lot of water, taking my vitamins. I've been doing a lot of different things that I wasn't doing a few years ago. It's scary because you don't know if you get it, if you will be the one who will die, if you will recover. That's true. It's true. I got the deathly sick with a cough that wouldn't go away in December 2019. It was weird because I don't get sick like that. And some people were saying that, like they thought they had COVID, but at that time it wasn't diagnosed. It's real. I lost my taste and smell. Thank you for letting us know, Antonio. Yeah. My dad, my mom and dad both had COVID, if you could recall. And my dad, like when we got to the house, like you could smell stuff that needed to be, like the trash needed to be taken out. But because he didn't have a sense of smell, he didn't realize it. I'm being extra careful in going some places I used to go, no social life, but I'm not complaining. Yeah. Hey, Halos and Horns, how you doing? She finally put Terrell on her last name. She's finally claiming her power. She finally is claiming her power. I did a reading with a lady today, and we had such a wonderful reading on tarot and claiming your power. I want to go on StreamYard one day and talk about all the different stuff that I've experienced as a empath. And I mean, so many people share the same story. You never know. I feel like I had it in the beginning of March 2020. I'd never been sick, and urgent care didn't diagnose it. Yeah. My mom was actually misdiagnosed the first 2 times. That's why she had it for so long, and it kind of ran rampant. I just read from the Sun that she was found safe. That's beautiful. Some friends are no longer friends because of fighting over COVID. Are you serious, Erlinda? What? Why y'all not friends over COVID? That makes no sense. You got to add that COVID into people not having discussions about religion or politics. Add COVID to that. Add COVID to that. You're gonna have to start saying there are 3 things I don't talk about: religion, politics, or the vaccines. 3 things we're not going to talk about because that's a personal choice. I think I had it in December 2019, but never got tested for the antibodies. I was on the couch in the same spot for 3 days before I moved. Wow. Family of nurses. Hey, Whispering Spirit. Family full of nurses and doctors. Cases are going up. Wow. Let's see. I had no smell. I would put bleach up my nose and could not smell anything. Oh, that's crazy. I have to wear a mask and to shield my face. Let's see. Since I started wearing a mask, I haven't been sick since December. That's good. The mask really worked. Yeah, I had a heavy debate with a friend today over the vax. That's off limits. I'm telling you. That again, we're gonna have 3 things we're not gonna talk about: religion, politics, and the vaccine. That is a personal choice. I was going to see my parents for Thanksgiving. After this, I'm staying home. Yeah. Cherish your life. Yep, cherish your life. Teresa says, I had it, but I lost my taste and smell. I'm fully vaccinated now. But so many people have passed. My husband slept in the bed with me and never got it. Wow. All right, I'm gonna ask another survey. How many people personally know someone that got vaccinated and they still got COVID? Put a 3 in the box if you know someone that was fully vaccinated and got COVID. I think they opened too soon. I agree. Remember I did that reading on that? Put a 3. Ooh, it affects your menstrual cycle. Jesus. Put a 3 in the box if you know someone who got COVID, who got fully vaccinated and actually still got COVID. Hope you're well, and I love to see that series on Tips and Tarot. Okay, cool. All right, so a few people says that, oh, Nurse Matthews, you did. So a few people, the 3s are basically just saying you still got vaccinated. You know somebody, or you personally you got vaccinated, and you still got COVID. Been in contact with 6 people who had COVID, never contracted it. Oh, that's good, Monet. Okay, so I lost my sense of smell back in June. So you guys know people that actually were fully vaccinated and they had the COVID. Were they as sick? Were they as sick as if not being vaccinated, or was it the same? So put a 1 for sick, put a 2 for no. So for the people that were fully vaccinated, a 1 for not being sick or a 2 for being sick. Were they sick? 1, 2 not sick. All right, let's go. Y'all see? All right. 1 sick, 2 not sick. So fully vaccinated person got COVID. 1 sick, 2 not sick. All right. Okay. All right. So again, 1, the fully vaccinated got sick, person got sick, and 2, they didn't get sick. I see a lot of 2s too. I see less 1s than 2s. So I see a lot of 2s where people got they got sick, but they didn't get, they got the COVID, but they didn't get real sick. All right. That's interesting, huh? Most people had underlying disease. So I'm seeing some 1s. So this is if you know somebody who was fully vaccinated and they got COVID. 1 for they got really sick. 2 for they didn't get sick. 1, but not as sick as they got before. Okay. Yeah, I'm fully vaccinated. So when I was dealing with my daughter, I felt like I was going to be fine. I felt like even if I got sick, I was going to be fine. All right. I just read somewhere someone fully vaccinated and passed with COVID. Put in the box, if you know somebody that was fully vaccinated and died from COVID, put a 1. I just want a 1. Put in the box somebody that was fully vaccinated and died from COVID, just a 1. If you know somebody that was fully vaccinated and died, I'm talking about personally, not that you read it in, I don't want newspaper articles on Instagram. Faith, I don't want to, I want you, did you know somebody personally that was fully vaccinated and died from COVID? I see Free Spirited with a one, Fire Sign with a one. I love y'all's names, by the way. I love y'all's names. I wish I would have had a more of a tarot name or an earth name, but blue is still the sign of calmness. Yes, yes, we found out red woman. We got it. We did. I had done a reading on it. Okay, again, I want to know. Give me a one if you know someone personally that got fully vaccinated that died. A one. I see two ones. All right, that's interesting. All right, that's interesting. Okay, we got 147 people in the chat. What y'all think about that survey? That's interesting, huh? When you look at it, when you're doing it with a group of people, right? That's interesting. I don't know anybody, and I'm gonna put most people that die are not vaccinated. Yeah, but I'm just saying, Leisha, that's literally interesting to do this survey with 57 people. It's interesting to do that feedback because you get to see it not just with a couple of people that you're talking to, but you get to see like two people know people personally that still was fully vaccinated and died from COVID. That's a big difference from what we were talking about earlier. Do y'all want me to leave this live stream up? Let me know. But yeah, I love this feedback too. Thank you, Miss Creole. I love this. Yeah. So let me know if the tight decision of getting the vaccine. Let me see what you said. Shannon was saying, let me know if I made the right decision getting the vaccine. Thank you for this poll. It was interesting. It is interesting. When you look at it like this, when you got a lot of people in the chat section, like this is not a lot of people because on StreamYard, you don't get a whole, to me, I get less people when I'm doing StreamYard, but it's okay. It's not about the numbers, but it's good to see when you're doing it like this, what's really going on. All right. All right. So cool. All right. So since we were on the vaccine, the Kelly Price story about COVID and missing, I just wanted to ask that. It was just me just asking that question. So thank you for sharing. I just wanted to know. I was just like, that's interesting. Let's see. I felt really good to see that others were open to discuss this topic. Yeah. I mean, we've discussed COVID before. We had a whole discussion around COVID. Now, let's talk about this. We're going to talk about your girl, Nicki Minaj, not the whole Kenneth Petty situation or whatever, but the whole comment she made about the vaccine causing issues with men. Remember I did a live and it was right on StreamYard where I said I pulled cards. You can go back to that. I'm going to attach that one to this one. And I said, I pulled cards and I said that the vaccine will affect some men. Anybody that remembered that live, put a 1 in the comment box. I actually said that way before Nikki said that. Way before Nikki said that. So Nikki is irresponsible for spreading hearsay. She said that she heard it from her cousin, right? So is that hearsay or is that direct knowledge? So if my cousin says I got the vaccine and I felt it caused me an issue, is that hearsay? I don't know. That's somebody saying that something medically happened to them. Now I definitely feel like maybe she, like maybe she could have been a little bit more careful. That's direct knowledge. So that's not hearsay. Like, yeah, thank you for that word, those words, because I'm like, how is that hearsay? If her cousin told her that he had an issue, she said a cousin's friend. Okay, no, she said a cousin's friend. Okay, so that's why you called it hearsay. In the pharmaceutical world, if it didn't happen to you, it's hearsay. Gotcha. All right, girl, educate us, Nurse Mathis, baby. That's why you on the line, baby. I need you. We need you, Nurse Mathis. We need you, Nurse. We need you. Us. Correct us, child. Yes, girl. Tell us the see. Look, Nurse Mathis come up with the telling us the tea, the nursing tea. Let me put that on the screen. Period. Period. If it's in a pharmaceutical world, if it didn't happen to you, it's hearsay. Bam. That is a good way to think of that. That's a good thing to think about it. The cousin's friend they never found. Brown, you are a complete mess. The vaccine is going to have all kind of negative side effects on people who won't see short term, but instead long term. Okay. Let's see what you. Oh, somebody else had a thing. Free spirit, right? People already experiencing issues with the side are being silenced. Oh wow. Yeah, yeah. Nurse, tell us, nurse. Preach. All right. So that's too funny. Okay, let's see what y'all talking about. I don't know what test to take. I've taken for finance. Okay. Wait, what'd you say? I want to know what test was taken to the for the fiance to know the friend was impotent. It makes sense because it was messing with women's menstrual cycles. My daughter haven't seen hers yet. Wow, but I'm sure to tell y'all if she does it this month. Okay, come back and tell us. We'll have another COVID discussion. We should start having COVID discussions. The vaccine is not dangerous to a man or woman. We talked about that in the last live. I'm gonna attach it, Shirley. They made a big deal about it because it must be investigated when it was said publicly. So, Nurse Mathis, you saying you've never heard that in all the time that you've been in the field? You've never heard somebody saying that some rumblings about that? Let's see what Nurse Mathis said. I have a cousin that believes the vaccine will turn you into a zombie. Child, bye. I cannot. Oh my God. Well, oh God, oh my God, that is too crazy. She didn't say not to get the shot. She sure didn't. She just said this is what she heard. Yeah. Yeah, that's too funny. All right, let's see what's there. I'm finished subscribe. Gotta go though. Peace. Bye, Antonio. Thank you for subscribing. How many people are new on this channel? Can you give me a one? Are you new to this live? Give me a one if you are new to this live. That's technical hearsay because it's secondhand info. All right, not zombies. Girl, they doing too much. They say, sounds like Nikki's cousin had an STD. Okay. All right. When have these countries ever done anything good for people? Okay. Let's see. You're going to have some side effects to the vaccine you take. Okay. All right. All right. I want to ask you this question, and I'm just playing devil's advocate, I guess. And I'm just asking this question. Are y'all listening? The same government that you've taken your vaccines from and your children have taken your vaccines from, it's the same system. What's different today? What's different? That it was manufactured quickly, because when you have a baby, your baby is getting a vaccine. They're getting vaccinated at certain stages of their life. Even at 11 years old, they have to be vaccinated. It's the same government. So what's different? I mean, so the government is gonna vaccinate you one way and then turn around with the COVID vaccine and do something else? What's the difference? I'm trying to understand, and I'm just asking a logical question. If you are being vaccinated as a newborn, and then by the time you're 11 or whatever, it's coming through the same system, is it not? It's coming through the same system, is it not? So I guess what I'm saying is, if you have a newborn baby tomorrow and that newborn baby needs to get vaccinated, is it not coming through the same source? So I'm just asking that question. So I'm just asking, what's the difference? No studies, no data, okay? And have you studied all of the vaccines you taken fully, Ruby? Have you studied, Ruby, all of the vaccines you've taken since you were born? What about What about all of the vaccines that, have you studied that? I'm just asking a question. Since we need to study every little thing we take, for the people that's saying it's too fast, have you actually studied the vaccine that you took in the past versus what you're taking now? Have you done extensive studying behind that? Different versions of the COVID have been around for decades, and research has always been underfunded. Yeah. Now, unlimited amount of excess. Okay. And so, as an adult, I have as an adult only because I have a background in laboratory medicine. I'm just asking a question. So I'm not trying to be smart. I'm just saying it's coming by way of the same source. So I was just understanding what's the difference other than that they sped it up. You like that's all I'm asking. Can somebody answer that question besides the fact that they moved too fast with it? I'm asking a question. What's the difference? The source. The sources is coming out of the same source. Okay. Yes, if that does more research and the vaccine hurting someone, hurting some and helping some, I will still be doing a lot. Let's see what she said. With the microwave foods, okay. So I'm still waiting. Not only was it manufactured too quickly, but it didn't sit right with me how they're enforcing to push so hard. Okay, I appreciate that. But quickly and pushing it, that's the issue. All right, let's see what else. Let's see what else somebody else said. Why are they pushing it so hard? Less than 5% died from C-19. What does research mean? Your homework, doing your homework, studying it, getting information, data. Conspiracy-minded people, because I know what's in the allergy pills. I don't know what's in the allergy pills, but I took one with no research. Sabrina, you're best. I mean, I'm just asking a question. It's coming through the same source. I think it's because they came up with it so quick. Okay, thank you. I think the issue of the vaccine was just made last year as opposed to other shots that have been around for years. So it's all about the speed, basically, and not really having all the data behind it, the testing. I mean, why are they pushing it so hard? They never pushed other vaccines like this before. But we're all made, it's all legal, like we're all required to take those other vaccines. So it's already a part of the policy, right? My mother's decision was hers. We don't have choices at a young age. That's true. All right. Who's researched the research of aspirin? What? Who researched the research of aspirin? I think is the that's this. I think time. I think time is the biggest issue. I think so too, because all of the stuff that's being said is literally the speed in which it was made and not feeling like they have all the facts. All right. mRNA vaccine technology is different from traditional vaccines. That's why people are fearful. All right. So I have to do some, I guess, homework around mRNA, that term. Formerly military dependent. When stationed overseas, we're required to take several vaccines and we comply with no questions. Whoa. We're taking it blindly with the hope that it will not hurt us. Okay. All right. They force us to get people back into the economy to have no inflation. I agree. People act like we've been through a real pandemic before in our lifetimes. We haven't. Everything that's going on, pushing. So let me ask you a question. So what if they just sat here and not made any vaccine and just sat here and just said, well, people are dying of COVID. We'll test it for the next 4 years, see what we come up with. In the meantime, good luck dying. So what if they wouldn't have tried to rush it and just waited years and years and years to do research on it? So I'm just saying, like, then it's almost like you can't win for losing. It's damn if you do and damn if you don't. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. All right. All right. So I just wanted to know it's the same source. It's the same source. That's kind of like you coming into my house and I'm giving you, uh, it's the same source. And then next thing you know, I don't trust Krista. She made that real quick. But you know what? We do that with food at a restaurant though. If we go to a restaurant and they bring our food out too quick, we be looking around like, We be wondering what happened, how they made this so quick. Is this fresh? You know, we do that with food. So I can see how people do that, right? Because imagine, you know, when you go to a restaurant and it takes some time to do your food, you're like, okay, you know, they prepping it. But when they come out with your food too, when they come out with your food too fast, you be looking around trying to see if it's okay. What happened? How you made that so quick? Is this fresh? So we do that with we do that with food. We do that with our restaurants. I would be fine in a slower process. Okay, says I would be fine with a slower process in researching possible side effects. The fastest results are not always the best choice. Yes, she was found. All right, good. Yeah, I'm just asking. I'm just asking a question. Is you know, I'm not, you know, trying to. I just was saying that like it's literally coming from the same source. Literally, the government. All right. Thanks. That was a great conversation. All right. Let's see. Everyone, then every time, let me see what you said. Destined to be great said, then every time a person says they have a side effect, it's always going to be somebody trying to disprove them. Okay. All right. And if somebody says it also does not prevent or stop the spread, that is very true. But it definitely, you know, gives you a fighting chance. I don't think about that. Okay, let me see. Let me see what Chelsea Griffin was saying. My sister got the first vax last week and she was sick for 2 days with the same symptoms I had with COVID. I heard that too. I heard people saying they felt like they had COVID symptoms. Uh, let's see. Yeah, they would be saying nobody cares if they didn't try to, you know, make progress on it. But I do respect people's opinion and concerns, and you know, I do agree with that. Plenty of medical doctors have spoken up to inform the public about these particular things to fight COVID. I like that. I know I had the zinc, I had the vitamin D, I had the vitamin C. I don't know about the rest of it, but yeah, thank you for that information. People are going to be mad either way. True. My blood got pink. Child, what? Oh, so everything gives you a side effect. That's true. If you can catch an airborne disease from anyone, that's because, well, let me see. If you can catch an airborne disease from anyone, that's not because you were worried about the next person. Because you need to herd immunity at fire sign. Okay. So herd immunity, yeah, we talked a lot about that. I'm just putting y'all comments up. I got to figure out how to do it one by one. If you don't know what's in it, how do you prescribe your patients medicine that they may be allergic to? Um, how many people how many people literally, then don't even try to say you do. How many people before COVID? I want a 1 if you literally looked up everything that was in your prescription, and a 2 if you did not. How many people did that, please? Give me a 1 if you literally got every prescription, even over the counter, you really just studied everything in it to make sure it wasn't a side effect. I want to know. Put a 1 if you studied every prescription, including over the counter, and then put a 2 if you did not. Be honest with yourself. Good eye, be honest with yourself. I'm talking about every ingredient. You went in there and you looked up Oshitosho and Kikito, I mean, whatever the ingredient was. I wanted you to keep it real before COVID. Before COVID, did you look up what's on the back of aspirin and see exactly what's in it? Did you look on the back of that birth control and see what's exactly in it? Did you look at that pill for? I want to know. I want to know. I want a 1 for you search every ingredient that you take in that pill. And I want a 2 if you know. Look at that nurse Mathis. Child, bye. All right, Val said her nerdy brain wants to know. Child, bye. Okay, yeah, right. So you probably looked up the medication and saw what the general thing was, but you damn sure ain't look up everything that could be a problem. All right. I'm just being messy right now, y'all. I'm just having a straight up conversation with y'all. I mean, I'm being like, I'm like, I'm just asking a question. Because I damn sure know I might have looked up some medications, the general view, the general side effects, but I didn't break it all the way down, to see, okay, in 10 years from now, what will this prescription do to me? Girl, bye. Those are extremely hard to understand if you're not in healthcare. That's true. I actually went to school for medical coding, so maybe that's why it's easier for me because I actually was, coding prescriptions and stuff like that, coding actual cases and charts. All right, so if you're in pain, trust me, you're popping that pill. Yes, Miss Creole 27. Where are you from, Miss Creole? You don't get no flat, no blowback on that name, huh? I'm glad that they confirmed she was sick. Yes, I am too. All right, I read the side effects of BC. I have high blood pressure. Oh yeah, you got to be careful with that BC. You got to be careful. Vaccines are made from the weaker and dead versions. They're killing things. Let's see, abnormal symptoms and alignment. Okay. Some of us really want to know what put it in our bodies. I miss my calling on going to school for medicine. All right. I have my fair share of medicine and health related books. Okay, cool. The first 5 ingredients must and be the strongest. We all take meds blind at some point. We have a faith in our government that we probably shouldn't. Wow, that is a powerful statement right there. Yes. All right. That is a very powerful statement right there. All right. So Cali family Creole from Louisiana. All right, child. I was just wondering where you got that name from. All right. Honestly, I've not researched all the meds, but this COVID is so huge, it makes you want to research and stay up on the details. Yep. I agree, Lynn. 100% agree. Well, we've been on here for 57 minutes, 33 seconds. I know other people are going to come back and listen to this. They do still participate after the fact. I appreciate your participation in the survey. I thought that was really, really good outlook, a good big wide picture view of people and what they think and the people that they know. Like it's COVID has affected so many of us. Like 99% of us have been affected by COVID. Really. Kelly Price, yep. The Kelly Price starts at the first part of it. And then we did pull a card on the lady from the View that had that said she had COVID. And other than that, we've been just doing just some COVID chats. I definitely feel like I'm gonna change this thumbnail and I'm gonna probably say Kelly Price and then I'm gonna put COVID conversation. So I'll keep the thumbnail. I think that's a beautiful picture of her. All right, guys. So I'm on out of here. I'm exhausted. I'm mentally exhausted. So this is what we're gonna do. I was supposed to go live last night. Me and my husband kind of was having some words about me going live. Child, he need his little kitchen time for his dinner. So I'm thinking tomorrow, which is Saturday, we'll go live. We'll do Karen Silver first, and I think we'll just kind of like do different people, but it will be on the actual like fully on with the where you can see the cards and everything. So I'll be back tomorrow. I'm thinking 8 o'clock maybe. 8 o'clock maybe 8:30. We'll come back and we'll go live together to do some of the readings that we discussed on the last live. So yes, I'm exhausted. I'm mentally tired. I had a few spiritual readings today. Those are the ones where you tap into the energy of deceased loved ones. I had a few of those today. And then I'm just exhausted. I'm just mentally exhausted. I feel like when I do those readings, I need to actually take naps. I need to take naps in between. I literally would do a reading and then go run and lay down and take a nap. It's mentally exhausting. Yes. So tomorrow we'll come back and we'll go live and we'll do Karen Civil, Jason Lee. Already got a thumbnail for Karen Civil. I even had there's a few things, so we'll talk about it tomorrow. I don't want to make this video longer than it needs to be, but great conversation. Stay safe, be blessed. Thank you to all of my members, subscribers. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. It's almost like I can't even get up to 18,600 if I tried. I'm like the little engine that could, the little engine that could. I'm like, what happened, y'all? What happened? Where are my subscribers? Can I get 20 people? Like, I'm like the little engine that could. But yeah, good night, y'all. Take care. Who lost somebody? Say Nicole. My mom died from C19 in December. I got so angry when I was seeing people not taking it seriously. I'm right with you, Nicole. I'm right with you. I get so angry when they make C19 a conspiracy theory. What's the conspiracy? Is real. There's no conspiracy to it. It's real. All right. So I am right with you. Monet, good night, and have to research this Karen lady. Karen Civil Girl. She is a media marketing maven, guru, whatever. So we'll do her tomorrow. I'm just exhausted tonight. You'll get there, Chris. Thank you. I remember when you had 1,000 subbies. Oh, look at you. You've been with me from the beginning, Nurse Mathis, huh? Child, I remember when I first started YouTube. I didn't even have a clue I was going to really be serious on YouTube. I had just jumped up and did a video. I remember when I had 6 subscribers. Me, my baby, my sister, my husband, one of my friends, and I can't remember who the 6th person was, but it felt like I only had like 6 people. When I first started Blue Nola's Hair, I remember the 6 people I had, it was just us. Shit. But yeah, guys, take care, stay blessed. And oh, don't forget to check out the Jenny Mai reading. Don't forget to check out Wendy Williams. Don't forget to check out the COVID discussion we had the last time. Y'all have a great night. Let me see what she said. It's real, very real. Thank you, Constance. For all the people that are having a reading with me soon, I look forward to hearing from you. Karen Civil has been scamming people for years. We're going to leave that comment on the board. This is going to be our reading tomorrow. All right, y'all. Have a good night. I feel like I'm glad that Kelly Price is fine. And I just don't want us to be jumping the gun. People were emailing me and everything, like literally. And that's why I pulled cards before I got on. Take care. Stay blessed. Bye-bye. Good night.